wrestling fans, and welcome to 5-Star Wrestling. I'm Johnny Cassio. We have got what simply is going to be an outstanding card for this particular week, and it will have a main event featuring none other than Johnny Mantell and Sam Houston. Also, Brad Armstrong will be on our card. You will also get a chance to see the Raging Bull, and also Junkyard Dog and Mike George will be teaming up on this particular wrestling show. So we have got an outstanding wrestling card for you. We invite you to sit back, relax, enjoy yourself, and get ready for some action-packed wrestling action. Let's go to the ring and our introduction of our very opening match, which happens to be a very special match itself.
Special Cowboy Challenge in a red corner from Monte County, Texas, and managed by the General Skandor Akbar, Johnny Mantell. Tipping the scales at 229 pounds from Waco, Texas, Sam Houston.
Well, wrestling fans throughout the area have been waiting for this particular matchup for a long, long time. And it is finally going to take place. Mantell and Houston. If you were with us last week, Mantell issued a challenge and saying if the judge won his match, or rather if if Houston won his match, he would get a shot with Mantell in the match, particularly against the judge. Mantell, however, did win, but Houston won, but Mantell backed out of the situation. And we're going to be joined here at ringside by none other than the man that is in charge of Devastation Incorporated, General Skandor Akbar.
It's always a pleasure to be here on 5-Star Wrestling. Johnny, I want to clarify one point right now. I've heard Sam Houston week after week issue these accusations and challenges toward Johnny Mantell. I will say now that I have the utmost confidence in Johnny Mantell. He's a seasoned veteran. He's a barroom brawler. He's a street fighter and a wrestling technician. Now, I feel that young Sam Houston has, what is it these Americans say, his mouth is somewhat overloaded, the rest of his anatomy. Well, I can tell you right now, Johnny Mantell will teach young Sam Houston the difference between men and boys. I'm so confident that right now I'm leaving the table. It's my pleasure to be with you, John, the golden voice of Mississippi.
Well, thank you, General. Well, as the General leaves, the hanging judge now has joined us here at ringside.
Mr. Microphone, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. Sam Houston got very, very lucky when he beat me earlier. Everybody out there seen he had a hold of my tights. 9 times out of 10, I could take him to school in the middle of the ring. But no, this right here is where he bit off just a little bit more than he can chew. Anybody that steps in the ring with Johnny Mantell had better buckle their boots on.
Well, we will see. We will see.
Is that a fist? See, that's how Sam Houston has to wrestle. Fist. He does every dirty tactic in the book. You just have to watch him to know what he's doing.
Legal side headlock right now being applied.
One of his few. Look at that. Look at that. Brilliant wrestling by Johnny Mantell. I want all you people to watch because anytime Johnny Mantell is in the ring, he's putting on a wrestling school right there. Look at that. Look at that. If the referee had counted just a little
Looked like Mantell had a hold of the tights, Judge.
Now, there's no way you could call that. The referee's on top of the action. His tights, his back, his tights are on the other side of the ring. The referee's right there. He doesn't see anything. Brilliant wrestling.
Well, I will say the initial move seemed to be grabbing the tights and trying to pin Sam Houston's shoulders.
But see, that's your uninformed opinion. I, myself, have a professional opinion about this, and I can tell there were no tights. He had his thigh when he pulled him over. Johnny's lulling in the sleep. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh.
Oh, look at them fists. Look at that. Look at that fist. Is that legal? You tell me, is that legal?
Johnny Mantell's got his up.
Yeah, defending himself. That's right. A man's got a right to defend himself. Watch those fists, referee.
Again, the hanging judge here at ringside.
You can do it, Johnny.
Good exchange by the two in this special challenge match. A Cowboy showdown, and
look at that.
oh,
look
beautiful,
at that.
Beautiful.
Now you tell me, is there
Drop
anybody
toe
in
hold
wrestling does that any better?
Mantell crisscrossing the legs and applying the pressure. That is excruciating pain, I know, on the knees.
A lot of pressure right there on those knees. In fact, if Johnny wasn't the kind man he is, I'm sure he could break both his knees right there anytime he wanted to.
Mantell,
the humanitarian.
Mantell with a head slap to the back of Sam Houston's head. Now bars that arm.
Look at that. All legal. Perfectly legal. Shut up!
Crowd trying to get behind the very popular Sam Houston.
Look at that. Look at that.
Match running a little bit long. We might.
Look at that, Sam Houston.
I'll tell you what, let's do. We are running a shade long in this opening match. We will keep our tapes rolling. If they have a decision, we will bring it to you. Until then, let's take this commercial break, and we'll be back in just a moment. Stay with us, wrestling fans.
Announcing the most important.
Look at that.
Okay, we have back under the match, and it continues on. No decision.
Excellent. All legal. Look
Atomic drop by Johnny Mantell has taken the zest, more or less, out of Sam Houston for right now, and Mantell continues to apply the pressure.
all legal. That's perfectly legal. Pick one body part, chop the man down, and mobilize him. That's pure, sound, professional wrestling right there.
Mantell keeps looking over here at the table. Judge, getting your opinion on the antics that he's doing. And
I'm sitting here just like all these people ought to be doing, and I'm getting a wrestling lesson from Cowboy Johnny Mantell right now.
Sam Houston with a handful of hair.
That's right. You see that? Pulling the hair. That's the only thing he knows. Fist,
Mantell.
choke. Look at that. That's a chokehold. Referee, that's a chokehold. Now look at that. Look at that. Watch that hand.
Right across the bridge of the nose.
Come on, Johnny.
Driving the upper part of the arm right across Mantell's nose.
Look at that, though. Stick with one body
Mantell
part. One body
continues
part.
to apply the pressure on that injured leg. This has been a match that has been long overdue, and the wrestling fans I know have been anxiously awaiting to see the confrontation between these two.
Look at that. The man can't even walk. He might as well give it up now because he's risking a career-ending injury right there. If he had any intelligence, he would give it up right now.
Mantell really working on that injured left knee, continuing to apply the pressure. As you can see, Sam Houston having his problems just trying to maintain his balance and trying to put some weight on that injured leg.
He might as well give it up right now. He's beaten, and everybody out here knows it.
Brad Armstrong will be coming up in our next match. Another very popular grappler. Crowd favorite all over the country. And I'm sure he will be the same here on Five Star Wrestling. Brad Armstrong at the conclusion of this match. Now it is Sam Houston trying to make a little bit of headway.
Look at that.
Mantell will not give him the leniency on a beautiful double arm salto. It's the 2 count as Houston kicks out.
That was a slow count. That man counted twice as fast when he counted me out a while ago, and you tell me that's not favoritism?
Mantell again working on those
He's
legs.
saying, look at that. That ought to be a disqualification. Pull the referee's hair.
How about Mantell with the foot on the ropes?
I didn't see anything. All I seen was Sam Houston pull the referee's hair. That's physically assaulting an official.
How about that? Look at that, Judge.
I think he's saying he wants to give it up. I heard it.
Mantell has a smile on his face.
He's screaming quit.
Because he definitely has the best of this one as of right now. Mantell again with that foot on the bottom rope.
That's your opinion. Look at that. A legal open hand to the stomach. There's nothing in the rule book against that. What's this? What's this? I guarantee there's a broken leg there.
Sam Houston in a lot of pain right now. Mantell continues to apply the pressure.
Johnny could pin him anytime he wanted to right now. He's playing with him. He could pin him anytime. Look at that, a fist. You tell me, was that a legal punch? Look at this, fist. You tell me, is that legal? There was 2 fists.
Looked like an open hand to me, Judge.
Well, you and that referee must be related because evidently he saw it the same way, but y'all are sadly mistaken. That was a close fist if ever I've seen one.
Oh, Sam Houston comes charging across and drives that right.
Close fist, all illegal moves. He hadn't done a legal move tonight.
Mantell into the turnbuckle and then drives that knee to the midsection of Houston. Oh, mercy.
There's your veteran coming.
Devastating knee lift, and now rolls up. 2 count. Sam Houston manages to kick out.
That was another 3 count. It's all over with.
A very, very vicious clothesline. Catching Houston coming off the ropes. Hanging Judge has gotten up from the table. He says this one is in the bag. Said it is all over. Then a suplex rollover by Houston and a 3 count, and that will do it. Here comes the Judge into the ring. Sam Houston has gotten the decision. Now the double team with Mantell driving a knee to the back of Sam Houston. Judge still working on. And now Mantell has taken his belt off and is whipping Sam Houston across the back with that rawhide and leather belt. Oh, mercy. And you can hear the licks all across the arena. And whelps popping up on Sam Houston's back. Sam Houston gets the decision. Mantell claiming that he was the victor in the match, but no way. Houston got the decision. Let's take a look at this one more time, wrestling fans. Mantell leaves the area. Hooking the arm, hooking the head. There's the suplex with Houston rolling it over, hooking the leg, and getting the 3 count and the decision. Five Star Wrestling will be making an appearance there on Saturday, May 26th at the Civic Center located by the lake. Make your plans to be a part of an outstanding, action-packed evening with the stars of 5 Star Wrestling. And here's Black Olympia.
You know, Akbar gets under my skin. Akbar gets under Mike Joy's skin. Akbar gets under Junkyard dog skin. Everybody, he's got a big army. He's got men out to hurt people. Well, let me tell you something, Akbar. I know your men are tough, but there's no one man today alive that can't be beat. Mike Tyson got knocked out. Every man that you have behind you that's backing you up can be beat by this man, and by me. Let me tell you something, brother. Watch out. We will be there.
And Mike George, the WWA champion, will be on that card.
You know, I'm going to get there early to Lake Charles. I'm going to go out there and lay at the lake for a while, get a little tan, and then I'm going to go to the matches. And then I'm going to get serious when I walk in that ring, because I am there for a reason. And that is for whoever signs a contract, whoever puts their name on that dotted line, they're in for a real rude awakening. They're going to find out what Mike George is all made of. And they're going to wish they'd never signed that contract. And I almost bet you it's going to be on Akbar's group. Who knows what it's going to be. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to watch this man's back. And nobody, I mean nobody's going to interfere. Nobody's going to try to stab him in the back, because I'm there for him. Trust me, dog, I'm there.
Thank you, brother. You know, George, I'm going to let you do one thing by yourself. You know, when I was born into this good world, the good Lord above gave me my tan. So I'm not going to go out there and lay in that sun and fool myself, get fried and die laid to the side. What I'm going to do, I'm going to lay back in the shade in that air conditioner and wait till I hear that bell go ding dong. Oh, yeah. What's that, people? It's not going to be Avon calling. It's going to be the dog calling, and I'm knocking on your door, Landell. Maybe I'll kick your front door in, and I'll walk into the living room, and I'll look around, and I'll naturally take over. And when I end up with Landell, I'll slick my hair down to the side, and I'll walk out the back. You know what I mean? I'm in charge.
Junkyard's always in charge when he's in the ring. Lake Charles, Louisiana. Don't miss the action Saturday, May 26th at the Civic Center. Now let's get back to the ring and more outstanding action. Welcome back, wrestling fans. And on 5-Star Wrestling, we've got one of the very, very popular and international wrestling stars to show you now by way of videotape. Here's a look as Mark Nolte has the call of a match that featured Brad Armstrong.
Well, he's 235 pounds, and I guess the best description of Brad Armstrong is that of a racehorse. If you take a look at that physique.
Good assumption. Man spends a lot of time working out.
But at 235 pounds, he possesses amazing agility. And Jimmy Powell's taking some of that quickness and agility away as he drops a knee right into the bridge of the nose. Jimmy Powell tried to out-wrestle Brad Armstrong early. Now I think he's just going to try to roughhouse with him and see if he can't wear him down that way.
I don't think he's going to have much success trying to roughhouse with Brad Armstrong. He's not near the size. He's a tough competitor. Going for the cover there, he only gets the 2 count.
But you notice the experience of Jimmy Powell. When he went for the cover, he hooked the leg. Jimmy Powell is a dangerous opponent and someone that should not be taken lightly. And as Brad Armstrong is wincing in the, to the reverse chin lock, I don't think anybody has to explain this to him.
I don't believe they would. I mean, he's definitely got the man, Brad Armstrong, on the move, trying to get to his feet. He does. He's coming around, big elbow to the stomach. Another one. Coming off the rope. It takes a knee to the stomach itself.
Again, the experience of Jimmy Powell. He caught Brad Armstrong coming in, anticipated the move, and was ready with the answer. Elbow drop by Jimmy Powell. And Jimmy Powell now starting to feel his oats a little bit.
Yeah, it seems like he thinks he might have this match won, and I think it's far from over.
And that was a real cocky cover after the leg drop. Just held the leg drop. And boy, that's a mistake with Brad Armstrong. Brad Armstrong now trying to find some space. Knee lift by Brad Armstrong.
Puts him on his back.
Brad Armstrong trying to clear the cobwebs out of his head. Can't control the match. Ducks a little bit early. And it's Jimmy
catches a big boot to the face, and now a head full of turnbuckle.
I think that was the punishment that Brad Armstrong absorbed early. Caused him to be a little bit.
Nice leapfrog, and what a drop kick by Armstrong, and another drop kick.
Beautiful one.
Really connected.
Brad Armstrong, who has the explosiveness, can turn a match around with one move and 2 drop kicks and a big backdrop. And Brad Armstrong has turned this match completely around.
Yes, he sure has. Taking it to Jimmy Powell. Now Jimmy Powell with a face full of turnbuckle.
Brad Armstrong, the explosiveness. One match. He can hit with such impact, he can totally change the pace of a match. And now Brad Armstrong is teaching Jimmy Powell he can give as good as he gets. Covered now by Brad Armstrong, and a kick out of really 1.5 by Jimmy Powell.
Powell's starting to fight back now. The rake across the eyes, and Armstrong out of the ring. But he's right back. Look at
Brad Armstrong on the top rope. Powell
the top rope with a beautiful flying body press. Let's see if we can take a look at this again.
There he comes flying right off, connects perfectly with the flying body block, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3.
Charlie says for the largest selection of
497 pounds from the island of Maui, the Maui Headhunters. And in the blue corner, with a combined weight of 487 pounds from Muleshoe, Texas, the Texas Knights.
General Skandor Akbar continues to bring in top quality entertainment, and we will just have to see just how important the Maui Headhunters are as far as Devastation Incorporated is concerned. And of course they have some good opposition in the opposite corner, that being the Texas Knights. But you can be assured when the general brings his forces to the ring, they will be well trained and well schooled as far as his antics and his tactics are concerned, to not only try to pull off a victory, but maybe to add a bit of injury to the opposition. Headhunters and the Texas Knights. Coming up later, we will have the Junkyard Dog and Mike George as they team forces to go into tag team action, and Buddy Landell, the Nature Boy, will also be joining us here at ringside. His commentary on that particular match, big body slam by the Headhunter. Vicious body slam. Goes for the head slam or the head butt. Now the Texas Knight with the flying drop kick. The other Knight checks into the action as the other Headhunter also steps into the ring, and both taste the feet of the Texas Knights with those flying drop kicks. Skandor Akbar, as you see, still with quite a bit of confidence in his particular team, walking around, looking over and surveying the situation. Oh, good arm takedown. And another good arm drag. There's the tag by the Knights. High off that middle strand of ropes. Headhunter with a handful of hair. And again, the flying drop kick. And the arm sweep takedown. Right across that upper part of the arm. Oh, there's looked like an open hand. Ramming those fingers right to the throat area. And just like that, the Headhunters now have things under their command. Double teaming on the night. Skandor Akbar trying to urge his team on. see the general walking around and now the double team by the Headhunters. Referee Randy Proctor having his attention elsewhere and not watching the Headhunters corner. Now the double headbutts. They are starting to really turn it on now. A blatant choke using the foot. Maui Headhunters under the guidance of General Skandor Akbar. Right across the top of the shoulder muscles. If you have ever had that done to you, that is a very numbing and a very paralyzing hold. Headhunters continue to double team. And again, Randy Proctor having his attention diverted elsewhere. Double elbow chop to the Texas Knight coming off the ropes. Headhunters continue to apply the pressure. However, the Texas Knight trying now to bring his team back. Collision in the middle of the ring, and both are down. Body checked by both the Headhunter and the Texas Knight. Both feeling the effects. However, the Headhunter does get the tag, and now the Knight with the tag. And the pressure of the two into the ring. Flying drop kick. And again, third time by the Texas Knight. All four combatants in the ring now. Texas Knights working over the Headhunters. And just like that, in a flicker of the eye, it's all changed around just that quick. Oh, and a good move by the Texas Knights. They hooked the arms and did a 360 and Randy Proctor trying to get some type of order, but the Headhunters continue to double team, as you saw, trying to get the other Texas Knight out of the ring. Headhunter with a back body slam. This could be all she wrote. That will do it. Mr. Wrestling 2 in action here on 5-Star Wrestling. And we will have much more action coming up, so we invite you to stay with us.
A one move as the knee lift as Mr. Wrestling number 2 has.
Well, quite frankly, to answer the number one part of your question, I have forgotten more wrestling than Wrestling 2 will ever know. Okay, that's just the plain and simple facts. But as far as the knee lift goes, if he catches with that knee, it's lights out. It's been lights out for a lot of people. He's held titles all over the world, this man. Very good. Look at him. Look at him. He's a little cocky out there, too. Comes strutting out here to that honky-tonk music. Oh, he's ready to do battle.
So you're telling me the best way to defend against the knee lift is not to get hit with it?
Oh, that's for sure. That's for sure. If he catches you, that's it. One, two, three.
Now, there's been some personal animosity in the past between you and Mr. Wrestling number 2.
Yes, there has. See, one time, a long time ago, not all that long ago, I'm just 29 years old. About 7, 8 years ago, 29, about 7, 8 years ago, Wrestling 2 sort of, he took me under my wing when I was first starting. Then all of a sudden, I got better than him. I had to slap slap him upside the head and let him know who was boss.
Now, wait a minute. Who decided that you were better than him?
I did.
Oh, okay. And you started talking about Mr. Wrestling, too, being cocky a little bit earlier.
Yeah. Well, see, I just state the facts. You know, this man...
Pat Rose, now a cheap shot on Mr. Wrestling number 2, something that you're not above doing occasionally, is driving the cheap shot in on the break.
Hey, if you catch a man off guard, that's his fault, not yours.
Well, Mr. Wrestling number 2 got caught off guard there. I don't think there's been too many times in this man's career that he's been caught off guard.
Mr. Wrestling 2's got himself a man in there who's a big, strong man, but it looks like he might be a little bit clumsy. If you're in there against Wrestling 2, clumsy's not the way to go. He'll catch him.
You have to be nervous if you're a young man starting out in professional wrestling and you look across the ring and you've seen a star of Mr. Wrestling number 2's caliber.
Yeah, but one thing the man's got to do, he's got to use his strength. That's what he's got to his advantage. He's not using his strength right now. He's trying to maneuver, and he keeps maneuvering himself onto his back. That's not the way to do it.
Speaking of the strength, Mr. Wrestling number 2 just body slammed his bigger opponent, and now he catches him with a backdrop.
Yeah, nice backdrop, too. He might be getting ready for that knee right now. That fella better get out of the way. Uh-oh. Bust open the champagne.
And you can tell it good night.
Beginning to ring. Bell's going to ring. It's over.
That will be all. Mr. Wrestling number 2, following the backdrop and the body slam, catches young Pat Rose with the knee lift. And I'm not sure Pat Allen can tell you what state he's in right now, Bob.
Yeah, he looks like he's wandering around and he's a little mind out there. He better learn to use that strength.
Let's take a look at the knee lift of Mr. Wrestling number 2 again as we go to the replay. Mr. Wrestling number 2, another impressive win. And once he catches you with the knee lift, the referee's count is almost academic. Pat Rose falls victim to the Mr. Wrestling number 2 knee lift.
Louisiana, Saturday, May 26th at the Civic Center. Promises to be outstanding wrestling action at its best with the finest wrestling stars in the world today. You will see the General Skandor Akbar with Devastation Incorporated. Pre-recorded interview. Let's hear from the General himself.
You see, buddy, Devastation is growing and growing. Our latest acquisition is the irrepressible beast. No, he doesn't talk. Where he comes from or whoever he is none of your business. And, of course, the fast-rising superstar, Buddy Landell, is in Devastation. We've got Johnny Mantell and the Judge. Can you imagine? On May 26th at Lake Charles, certainly one of my... Well, I'm not going to say one of my favorite towns, buddy, and not yours either. You see, memorable nights at Lake Charles. Buddy, you know JYD's got a tremendous track record. You know, he should have entered the Olympics in those high hurdles because he high hurdles out of that ring. When Buddy Landell has your number, dog, you know, I know that Buddy's chomping at the bits.
You know what, Mr. Akbar? The last time that I stomped a mud hole in the Junkyard dog and then I walked it dry, well, I had to run him all the way clear to the dressing room. Now, I figure, besides the butt whooping I'm going to put on him, he owes me about $35 for soles to the bottom of my shoes for burning them off, chasing him back. Let me tell you something. May the 26th, Lake Charles, Louisiana, Armpit of the South. We're coming. Take care of business.
Johnny Mantell will be on that card also.
You know, Lake Charles, Louisiana, fine city by the lake. That's the only good part about it, of course, is it's by the lake. You understand what I'm saying? Lake Charles, I told you one other time about 6 years ago, I said the oil business, it's been slacking. The Mantell's interest in oil has been slacking a little bit. But we've come up with a new venture. See, it's nuclear power. We've decided that maybe Lake Charles would be the spot for nuclear power. So why don't we put a nuclear plant right in the middle of Lake Charles, Louisiana? You know why I think it should go right in the middle of Lake Charles, Louisiana? Because if it blows up, who cares? Who cares if it blows up? Sam Houston, you better hope that city blows up before I get there, because I'm blowing up on you, buddy.
Lake Charles, Louisiana, get ready for outstanding wrestling with five-star wrestling action. It's coming on Saturday, May 26th to the Civic Center. Be there. Now back to the ring. Last week, we informed you that the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez, would be here on Five-Star Wrestling, and we've got a match now with the Bull. Manny Fernandez as he goes up against Todd Burr. And again, Mark Nolte has the call from ringside.
Well, Manny Fernandez, you're looking at a man that has held the World Tag Team Championship on 2 different occasions. Big bucks, he's lifted body slam by the Raging Bull. You're looking at a man that's a former Southwest heavyweight champion, former Central States heavyweight champion, has held the Florida heavyweight championship and the Southern heavyweight championships on several occasions. Everywhere this man has gone, oh my goodness, vicious side suplex by Manny Fernandez.
That'll check up your back and neck.
Yeah, Manny Fernandez will brawl and he'll beat you up, but at the same time, he's also capable of simply out-wrestling you.
That he is. The man, like I said, he can dish it out, he can take it, he can punish you any way he wants to, he can beat you, or he can out-wrestle you. The man is phenomenal.
And if Manny Fernandez thinks he can hurt you, he will do it. There is no backup, let's give a little bit of quarter here, let's give a young guy a break. I mean, if Todd Burr doesn't start fighting back, he may be carted out of this country.
This is very much true. Manny Fernandez has a no mas attitude. Pain, he doesn't care about. He can dish it out. He loves to dish it out. He'll hurt young Todd Burr.
Well, Manny Fernandez is a person that has, he's a little bit off. I mean, he has no regard for his own body. He doesn't mind going in and taking some punishment if he'll give him the opportunity to dish out a little bit of punishment as well. And right now, Todd Burr is just planted into the canvas. What a suplex by Manny. And he had him pinned and he pulls him up.
What a sportsman. What a sportsman this Manny Fernandez is. Puts him over with such power like that, beats the man, and then pulls him off the mat.
Oh, clothesline. Decapitation time for Todd Burr. Manny Fernandez, this match is over. Now Manny Fernandez is just trying to humiliate Todd Burr, and if he gets a chance to injure him, he'll do it.
And pulls him up again, Mark.
Referee Jack Howell trying to take control of this match. There's not a whole lot with what he can do. If he refuses to pin the opponent, Howell can stop the match, but it has to be, Todd Burr almost has to be unconscious for that to happen.
Referee Jack Howell checking to make sure this is not a chokehold. I believe this is what Manny Fernandez would call a standing keyhole. He has a lot of pressure on the man's neck, cutting off the blood to his brain. He's very, very easy to go to sleep.
God, that almost puts you to sleep, too. Wicked elbow to the top of the forehead.
I'm telling you what. And a big elbow it is.
Manny Fernandez, I think at this point, he's quit trying to wrestle. He's saying, Todd Burr, let him try to throw a drop kick. Nowhere close. Manny Fernandez.
Big elbow.
Shows his respect by driving the elbow into the chest. Now Manny Fernandez takes Todd Burr to the rope. That may be it. If Manny, no, not yet. Manny Fernandez still hasn't had enough. Now Manny Fernandez takes him up to the top turnbuckle. Looks like he's gonna set it. Oh! There's the bull. 1, 2, 3, and mercifully.
Good night, nurse. I don't believe I've ever seen anybody that could get up from that maneuver right there.
Mercifully, Manny Fernandez has ended this match with Todd Burr.
By driving his head first phase.
Let's show the move off the top rope that Manny Fernandez uses to win this match as Manny Fernandez makes his way over. Manny Fernandez drives his forehead straight down. Todd Burr, who had been absorbing punishment the whole match, and Manny Fernandez mercifully puts Todd Burr's night to an end, almost puts his career to an end.
Saturday, May 26th, Lake Charles, Louisiana, the Civic Center by the lake. You will get a chance to see outstanding five-star wrestling action at its very best. And you will get a chance to see this man on my left, Sam Houston, who has a big, big running feud with none other than Johnny Mantell. And you will also get a chance to see the lady to my right. She is the current reigning ladies world's champion, Rockin Robin.
You know, can you call it a feud when you can't get your hands on the guy and when the guy won't show up?
No, I don't think you can. You call it one running scared and the other, standing proud.
Mantell, what's wrong with you? I've been trying to wrestle you everywhere I go. Why don't you come out? I put some money on the line. I put $1,000 on the line just to make sure that I'd have the first match with you when you came back.
And what do? You dodge me. You say, no, before you wrestle me, you got to beat this guy. And before you wrestle me on this, you got to beat this guy. And you got to beat this guy. How many people do I got to beat, Mantell? I'm getting tired of beating people up. It's you I want. It's your rear end in the ring that I want to get. I know, I'm talking on TV here. Mantell, you've done a couple of things to me that I didn't like. You sent a message with Ace, Bobby Orton, going to take care of me. He didn't get the job done, and Bob Orton, we got some unfinished business to take care of. You come out here, you're going to bring the Hangman judge to take care of me. He can't take care of me. You're going to bring Ronnie Bass. He can't take care of me. See, I've wrestled a couple of these guys a couple of times before. I know the tricks of the trade. Now I know what's going on. Johnny Mantell, remember back in 1969, John Wayne made a movie called True Grit, you know?
Oh, yeah, with tape.
That was Rooster Cogburn and the lady, second version.
Oh.
In True Grit, the last thing, right before the final gunfight, he said, fill your hand, you... I can't say the rest of it, but you better fill your hand because I got a stacked hand. It's full of aces and eights, and I'm going to play it.
Ooh, aces and eights, that's a deadly hand. I don't know, he teaches me a few things here. One of the reasons I love Sam here is, this is Dancing Sam. We were learning something a little earlier, and it goes like this. Thing about it is, what happens with this is how you learn to kick a little butt, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Sam?
Kick some.
One of the things I learned from Sam, I don't have any worries about Sam. I've got my total faith in Sam, and I know he's got his faith in me also. There's no way in this world I've worked too hard and too long, and I'm too proud of this title right here to let anybody come along, even somebody like Naughty Natalie, to come along and take it. So
You
I've
could
got...
with Buddy Landell if it came down to that title, couldn't you?
Look pretty on him, wouldn't it?
No, you take it.
Yeah.
In the red corner, tipping the scales at 236 pounds from Waycross, Georgia, Snake Watson. His partner weighing in at 231 pounds from Thibodaux, Louisiana, Frogman LeBlanc. Out of the blue corner, weighing in at 255 pounds from St. Joe, Missouri, Mike George. And his partner weighing in at 295 pounds from Charlotte, North Carolina, the Junkyard Dog.
And just that quickly, we have action in the center of the ring as the Reptile Man, Snake Watson, and the Frogman, LeBlanc, being helped to a collision by Mike George and the Thumper, Junkyard Dog. And joining us here at ringside is the Nature Boy, Buddy Landell.
Hey, boy! Come on, you, man!
Well,
Scared of me. Look at him. He's shaking to death. Look at him up there.
another.
He won't acknowledge me because he has fear in his eyes. And do you blame him? You blame him? I left him laying a couple of weeks ago. I stomped his brains in, left him laying right in the middle of the ring.
I have never seen JYD with fear in his eyes.
Well, if you look at him, you'll get a close glimpse of it right now. Catch my profile right here, brother. Face that launched 1,000 ships. That's right. Zoom in here, Burr. That's right.
Did you say sunk 1,000 ships?
The Junkyard Dog is so scared of me, man. He just don't know what to do. Hey, dog. Hey, dog, what about me kicking your brains in a couple of weeks ago? Huh? Huh? I'm talking to you, boy. You know, he fell for the oldest gag in the book, the old hurt arm sling. The old sling in the, you know what I mean? The old hurt arm deal. Huh? Get it right. Look at him up there, right?
Oh, devastating headbutt.
Yeah, but the bottom line is he can't do that to Nature Boy Buddy Landell. That's the bottom line. And look at this goof up here he's got as his partner, Mike George. Look at him. Look at him. He looks like a 60-year-old Buddy Landell. Don't he? He looks like a 60-year-old Buddy Landell. The Junkyard Dogs was scared. He knew I was going to be out here, and he had to have Mike George come out to be his partner. I think that's awful bogus of him.
Big body slam by Mike George.
Ah, big deal. Look, the bottom line is Devastation Incorporated is running roughshod over Louisiana in 5-star wrestling once again. Don't make no difference for Mississippi, Arkansas, Texas, wherever we might decide to take it. Devastation Incorporated will be leading the pack. General Skandor Akbar, the Nature Boy Buddy Landell.
I will have to say this. I give you all the credit in the world. You've got a great leader and a great organization, more or less, with Devastation. But time will come. Mike George with the neck breaker. Continuing to apply the pressure. Oh, and now the Powell driver. And that might have done the Frogman in.
Now, what was you saying about how great I was? Tell me about how good looking I am.
You're hearing things.
Huh?
You're hearing things, Nature Boy.
I must be seeing things, too, because I look good, man. It's hard getting up every day knowing you're going to have to go through a whole day hearing how good looking you are.
Oh, mercy.
Hey, you couldn't do that to me.
Your day will come.
Hey, look, he's had the opportunity a couple of times.
He's just letting you feel good right now so that you can get all keyed up for the next one.
Let's go back a couple of weeks ago when I stomped him and left him laying right in the middle of the ring. Why didn't he do nothing then? Because he's a man and he bleeds just like you and I.
That's true.
He's not infallible. He can be hurt. He bleeds just like us.
Big body slam.
I'm not taking nothing away from him. He's good.
Yeah, we'll
he's
do it.
no Buddy Landell. I got to go somewhere right now. I've got a little bit of a headache.
That's the way it goes.
Yeah, he better be glad.
That's the way it goes. Mandel with a chair, and while the dog was in action, everything was fine, but when it was over, that's when the feet started telling the brain it was time to leave. Let's get the official announcement on that match from our ring announcer, Richard Condon.
Your winners out of the blue corner, Mike George and the Junkyard Dog.
Got a chance to see Mike George and the Junkyard Dog in action and victorious. And next week, right here on 5-Star Wrestling, that same duo will be in action as they go up against none other than Devastation Incorporated, Nature Boy Buddy Landell, and the Beast. That promises to be exciting tag team action right here next week. Also, by special request, the Rock and Roll Express will be here. That's Gibson and Morton. Robert Gibson and Ricky Morton here on 5-Star Wrestling. Also, a special request tag match, mixed action. Rockin Robin and Sam Houston will be teaming up as they go against Shirley Black and Snake Watson. So we have got plenty of outstanding wrestling action for you right here next week. And be sure to join us again, same time and same station. I'm Johnny Cassio, speaking for everyone with 5-Star Wrestling. Certainly hope you enjoyed this week's show, and be sure and get out and see the action when it comes to your area. Until next week, have a very safe week ahead.